So you got yourself a venture. How do you fit it out and how do you start making some money? Hi, my name's Garter Snipe. Welcome to this brand new series of EVE Online new player tutorial videos. Now today I'm going to go in depth on the Venture class mining ship. It is the first mining ship that you're going to encounter in EVE Online. Everyone who's played the tutorial is going to have one. We all start off with the basic skills on how to use one, and realistically it is a really good way to make money for new players. It's a good way for the newer players to learn the mechanics of the game, start making some ISKs, start looking at skill plans, starting to understand some of the most basic things in EVE, like fitting out a ship, why you fit it out a certain way for tank, what kind of yield per hour you're going to get, and we're going to go through all that just now. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is show info on the ship. Right click and show info on the ship. And the very first tab that you ever go to when you're looking at a new ship in EVE is the requirements tab. Now the venture is super simple. All you need is one level in mining frigate and one level in space. Now you start off with these skills, so everyone's going to be able to sit in a venture on day one of EVE Online. That's the beauty of this ship. Anyone can just jump into one straight away and start earning some ISK. Okay, now that we've seen the skills that are required to actually physically sit in the ship, let's have a look at the traits. The traits menu gives you an idea of what a ship is designed to do and what bonuses you'll get for every level in that ship's skill that you obtain. So for every level of mining frigate, you're going to get 5% bonus to mining yield and 5% reduction in gas cloud harvesting duration. We also have a roll bonus here, which is 100% bonus to mining and gas cloud harvesting yield. Don't worry too much about gas cloud harvesting right now, I'll do future videos on that. Today we're just looking at pure mining yield. Another tab that we want to take a look at for the venture is the attributes tab. Now if you scroll down the attributes tab here, you'll see that it's only got a 50 M3 capacity cargo hold, but it has a 5000 M3 ore hold capacity. The difference between the two is that a ship's cargo hold will accept any kind of cargo, whereas an ore hold will only accept ore. I've undocked now so that I can actually show you the modules that I'm about to explain in action, so you can actually see what you're going to see when you actually use the ship itself. So in the high slots we have 2 mining lasers. There's 3 high slots, but there's only 2 turret hardpoints, so there's only room for 2. I've thrown them on. They're literally what you point at asteroids to extract ore from them. They will transfer that ore directly into your ore hold here, and they will extract it at the rates shown there. Now your numbers are going to differ because my ore mining skills are a bit higher than yours, but you can see that every minute it's going to extract a certain amount of ore. In the third high slot we've got a salvager 1. This can allow us to salvage wrecks that we might find lying around. If you can't fit this one on or you don't have the skills for it yet, don't worry too much about it. It's just a nice way to supplement your income. You're not going to find wrecks everywhere you go. It's just an extra bonus, so if you can fit it you can, if not, worry about it for the future. In the mid slots we've got a medium shield extender. This literally just adds more raw HP to your shields. Occasionally in these belts you're going to come across NPC pirate frigates that are going to attack you. This is just to give you enough health to either fight back or to warp away to safety. They don't carry warp scramblers, so you should be fairly safe. Now in the middle slot here we have a survey scanner. Now, again, you can use the Tech 1 variant if you don't want to. I think the only difference is the range. Tech 1 having a range of 15 kilometers and the Tech 2 having a range of 22. Now basically all this does is if I click on this here, it does a little scan ping of the surrounding asteroids, and then it gives me this really handy survey scan window. You can see here it shows me all the different asteroids in alphabetical order. We'll have a look at this as your Plagio class, and it shows us how much of the Plagio class is still in the asteroid, how much that translates to in M3, and how far away the asteroid is. This allows you to kind of target asteroids more efficiently. You can see which ones are the richest, how much they have. If you're going up against another venture and he doesn't have one of these, he could be mining an asteroid that has like 1000 M3 left in it, whereas you could be sniping the one that's got nearly 3. without having to move to another roid and target it up and all the rest of it. So this kind of does give you a little bit of edge over the competition and really allows you to see what's going on in the asteroid belt beneath the surface. So we've got a 1mn Afterburner on here as well. That just increases your speed when you activate it. What you want to do is you approach an asteroid that's further away. You will turn on your Afterburner. It does use up capacitor power though, so just use it to get to where you're going. Turn it off when you get there. In the low slot, I've got a mining laser upgrade. This increases the yield of my mining lasers but causes them to use up more of my CPU. Now the requirements for this is mining upgrades, but for every level of mining upgrades you get a 5% reduction skill in the CPU penalty per level of the skill. The Tech 1 variants just require this to be at level 1. In order to train mining upgrades level 1, you do need mining level 3. That's not a problem because you're going to be training that anyway because you want that 5% bonus yield per level of mining. And mining is kind of the base skill that unlocks all the other kind of support skills that are going to increase your yield. So yeah, you want to get that to level 3 as soon as possible and then start working on mining upgrades, etc. Now in the rig slots I've put 2 small core defense field extenders. These literally just increase the hit points of your shields at the expense that you're slightly easier to hit, to give you either time to get away from NPC pirates or to stand and fight them with your drones. In the last rig slot I've just put an anti-kinetic screen reinforcer. This just buffs up some of the resistance that your shield's going to get to kinetic damage. Okay, in the drone bay, you'll see I haven't gone for mining drones. Now the reason I haven't gone for mining drones is because the yield they give is tiny. And if you've only got mining drones in your drone bay, whenever an NPC pirate ship turns up and starts attacking you, you'll have to recall your drones, turn off your mining lasers, and warp back to the station and find a new place to mine. Every second that you're not in the ore belt with your mining lasers targeting an asteroid, it's time that you're losing ISK. So I would rather have 2 combat drones in my drone bay to fight off those pirates than not be able to fight them and have to go find a new place to mine. The longer you can stay in the belt and fill in that ore hold, the better your risk per hour is going to be. So we're in the asteroid belt. We found an asteroid that we want to mine. First thing you want to look at is your mining lasers. You see that they've got an optimal range. Mine's 12 kilometers. That means I need to be within 12 kilometers of that asteroid in order to extract ore from it. So what I'm going to do is target the asteroid, right click on it, and I'm going to orbit it at about 7,500. It's always better to be on the move in EVE Online, because when you're moving you're harder to hit. It's harder for people's weapons to track and hit you. So I'm going to orbit this. Just in case any NPC pirates come into the belt and start firing at me, my speed and the angle at which I'm flying at will kind of help keep me alive a little bit longer until my drones can save me. So now that I've locked up the asteroid, I'm just going to deploy both mining lasers. And then I'm going to launch the drones from my drone bay. And these drones will just orbit you and kind of surround you until an NPC pirate comes into the belt and attacks you. These drones will automatically attack that pirate and destroy it. If you launch the drones after the pirate appears, you're going to have to target them. Right click on drones in local space and hit engage target. Well guys, that's it for my new player venture mining guide. I hope you found this information useful. I hope it cleared up a few things about why we fit ships in certain ways, how basic mining works, and giving you a few little survival tips for surviving in the belts a bit longer as well. If you feel that I haven't answered something properly or I've missed something out of this guide, please let me know in the comments down below and I'll do my very best to fill in the gaps and make sure there aren't gaps like that in the next videos.